Let me ask you something. Hey, have you ever watched someone else get credit for an idea that you brought up months ago? Same problem, same opportunity, sometimes even the same words, but somehow they got the green light, you got silence. Here's the truth: most great ideas don't fail because they're bad ideas. They fail because they sound expensive, incomplete, or risky in the minds of decision makers. Meanwhile, the person who shows up with a plan, guess what? That person gets funded. Look, today I'm showing you how to use AI to build a detailed 6 month strategic roadmap that transforms a vague idea into an executive ready execution plan, complete with growth initiatives, milestone markers, rollout phases, and measurable outcomes that make leaders feel confident in saying yes. Welcome to Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers. I'm William Craig III, an AI consultant, excuse me, an AI business and career strategist. If you're new to the series, my mission is to help you run your job search like a well organized job campaign, one with clarity, confidence, and strategy using AI as your job campaign manager. And by the way, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Get Up and Get a Job. That's right. If you've already done that, thank you. If not, what are you waiting for? Go, get up and get a job. Click the subscribe bell, and you'll be notified every time I go live or share exclusive material not available anywhere else. All right, now let's see who's saying hello in the comments section. All righty, let's see who we've got here. Find my mouse. And first up, we've got John Werner. Hi, William, and everyone. Hope all are doing well. Happy Thursday. I've been in the situation described in today's segment several times. Me too, John. Looking forward to diving into the 6 month strategic roadmap to take planning to the next level. My man, that's what I'm talking about. So glad you're here. Thanks for sharing your time. And thanks for making yourself known, John. Let's see, we've got Dawn Lewis. Good afternoon, everyone. Look forward to today's pitch perfect prompt. My girl, come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Love it, Dawn. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making yourself known as well. And then we've got Shelly. Shelly says, good afternoon, all. Good afternoon to you too, Shelly. Glad you're here. Thanks for sharing. And then we've got TJ Richardson. Good morning, all. Dawn, I like your comment. You are so on point. Both of you are. And I hope it's cooled down a little bit out there in Arizona, TJ. And thank you all for making yourself known. And for those of you who are watching but haven't made yourself known, it's okay. I appreciate you being here as well. And for those who are watching the replays, thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep it up. Keep doing a great job. All righty. So look, let's jump into this because we got a lot to cover in a short time in which to do it. I'm just acting like I got all day here. Oh, I didn't read it to you. I didn't read the prompt. Look, here, let me read it. You are Mary's strategic planning partner. Build a detailed 6 month roadmap for a product line that includes quarterly priorities, growth initiatives, launch targets, customer experience improvements, and at least 5 milestone markers with recommended timelines and outcomes. So here we go. Chat says you've probably seen this happen before. A couple of us have already talked about that. A company launches one product and then stalls. Not because the idea was bad, not because the market disappeared, but because nobody built the bridge between what we sell today and where we're trying to go tomorrow. That bridge is called strategy. Strategy. All right, so let's build one. Below is a detailed 6 month strategic roadmap Mary or you could use to expand a growing product line while improving customer experience, increasing visibility, and creating measurable business momentum. The goal isn't just to launch products. The goal is to create a system that compounds because products create revenue, but systems create stability. And although we're hitting this from a product standpoint, it could be a service. Same difference, product or service. Again, using the prompt, you're going to give it background information about you. My chat already has background information about Mary, our fictitious job candidate. And yes, her name is Mary Mack, and usually she's dressed in black. I had to throw that in there. All right. But look, you want to tailor it to you so that you can get what you need to move forward in your endeavors. All right. So here we go, the 6-month strategic product roadmap, vision statement. Build a scalable, customer centered product ecosystem that increases revenue, strengthens brand authority, improves retention, and creates repeatable growth opportunities across multiple customer segments. So, in the first quarter, Q1, the theme: foundation, validation, visibility. This quarter focuses on tightening operations, validating customer demand, improving the customer journey, and preparing the infrastructure needed for sustainable scaling. Our first priority: product line clarification. And our objective is to refine and organize the existing product ecosystem so customers clearly understand what each product does, who it serves, what outcome it delivers, and what logical next step follows. Excuse me. If you do not provide your customers, be it internal or external, because these products, these services could be internal, they could be external, they could be both. But if you don't help them clearly understand these points, they're going to say, why do we need that? Ah, and that's one of the things. I told a story about a week or so ago about how I had an idea to improve upon a training program when I was hired as a consultant for a project with the FBI. And again, this is the roadmap that I utilized to get that extra $1 million in funding. All right. It was great to have an idea, but one of the things I had learned from having ideas in the past and having other people either steal them or get credit from them was you have to lay the groundwork. You have to lay the foundation for the idea and all of the things that I'm sure we're going to cover here through chat. If not, I'll bring it up myself. All right, so here we go. Key initiatives: audit all existing products and services. In other words, how are we currently doing what we do? Or for your customers, how are they currently interacting with you? How are they currently being served? Eliminate overlap or confusing offers. We don't want to duplicate. Create a customer journey map. All right. How does the customer get from here to there? Define: is this an entry level offer? Is it a mid tier offer? Is it a premium transformation offer? And then standardize your messaging and positioning. All right. So here are our targets for launch: finalize revised product architecture by week 3. Excuse me, develop product positioning statements by week 4, and then publish updated offer stack by week 6. So these are the key points that you're going to be focused on between weeks 3 and 6. And the expected outcome, so glad you asked: customers will move through offers more naturally, improving conversion rates. That's a big one. Upsells, that's an even bigger one. Let me stick a pin right there. Do you know you could have a product? In fact, you could have a free product or service, literally something you're giving away. But because you have an upsell, you can actually be profitable. So let's just say you've got a free handout that you're giving away. It's a free guidebook. And people opt in, is what it's called. They want to get your guidebook. So they give you their name and their email address, maybe even their phone number. And, or if you're mailing it to them, back in the day, we used to mail things. Now it's just an instant download. But in any event, you get the idea. However you're delivering it to them, they need to provide that information. Now, once they do that and they get the download, now the next screen, let's just say, takes them to a page that says, wait, your order's not complete yet. Or wait, you have 2 more steps to go. And then they say, now that you have the guide, which shows you what you need to be doing, Here's our program to show you how to do it. And it's only 27.97, 157, 997, whatever the case may be. And so at the end of the day, now you've given away something for free, but because of the upsell, now you are profitable. Hope that makes sense. And it's very important. Then you've got retention. I was working with a client the other day, and we talked about creating a newsletter for her. Why? Because we want to keep those people who have already bought from her interested in her. We want to keep that interest going. It's called retention. We want to retain them as potential customers in the future. And how do we do that? We give them information based on the previous purchase that they've made, because now we know something about them. We know that they're interested in X, Y, and Z. All righty. And all of this increases customer confidence. When they know that you click, when they know that have been seen, they have been heard, and you understand them, guess what? They are now more confident in doing more business with you. Or in the case of maybe they didn't buy anything in the upsell, they just grabbed the freebie. Guess what? Now they feel better about maybe doing business with you in the future. All righty. And all of that, of course, was geared toward external customers, but we could have a conversation around making this available for internal customers. All right, audience growth engine. So the objective here is to increase awareness and generate qualified leads consistently. Leads are the lifeblood of any business. So key initiative, launch weekly educational content series. Haven't we talked about this in the last couple of weeks, where you're actually creating content that you can put out there to do what? To gather leads from, in this case, LinkedIn, or if it's internally, leads in your current company around people who have an interest in what you're saying, see you as a subject matter expert, and then hopefully start putting your name in the hat for promotions for leadership roles. All right, or greater leadership roles. Create lead magnet ecosystem, begin email nurture sequence, repurpose content across LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, email newsletters, you name it, whatever is out there that you participate in. And these are actually the steps that I go through with the folks that I work with personally, who are my job candidate clients. All right. Growth initiatives, 3 short form videos weekly, 1 authority building article weekly, 1 customer success story bi-weekly, 1 monthly webinar or live training. And again, at the end of the day, we can take something that we created for LinkedIn and repurpose it for Instagram, repurpose it for Facebook, et cetera, et cetera. All right, gotta go. Launch targets, lead magnet launch by week 2, email sequence complete by week 5, webinar funnel active by week 8. And the expected outcome from this activity, increased inbound leads, higher engagement, improved audience trust, and better lead nurturing automation. Now, I can hear some of you saying, wow, this is a lot of work. Well, yeah, getting a job in today's job market is a lot of work. Drop the mic moment. All right, let's go. Priority 3, customer experience optimization. Our objective here is to reduce the friction and improve the client journey. We don't want people to start and have to stop, because something's not working or something's not clear or whatever the case may be. So we want to improve that onboarding process. We want to make it easy for them to do business with us. Create client welcome sequence. Hey, John, that was a great decision you made by becoming a part of the Restart Your Job Campaign program. All right. Here's what's going to happen next. And I want to make sure that you're all settled in. So we're going to have a 30-minute onboarding call, just me and you one-on-one, so we can talk about what your top 3 goals are for your job campaign. All righty. Build an FAQ knowledge base, always important. Introduce milestone-based check-ins and simplified payment and scheduling systems. Um, Customer experience improvements, 24-hour response benchmark, either by phone, text, or email. Automated appointment reminders that go out. Hey, John, you've got an appointment with William on tomorrow. Be sure that you're there. Personalized onboarding videos, if that's appropriate. One of the big pushbacks about videos today is that people say they find them impersonal. And so they would really rather have the human touch. So let me know what you think about that. I'd be interested to know. Progress tracking dashboard. And this is where you're helping them stay on track with what they said their goals were. Launch targets, new onboarding process by week 4, client dashboard prototype by week 7, and automated workflows live by week 10. And I got to tell you, just from experience, you could literally get all of this done within a week or two. Honestly, you can. With the tools that we have available to us today, a week or two maximum. But if you're pressed for time, or if you've got a lot of other things going on and your lifestyle just doesn't allow it, yes, you can stretch it out over time. All right, expected outcome. And that's especially true if you have other people in the mix that you have to work with or wait for. Improve customer satisfaction, reduce support requests, higher completion rates, and increase referrals. Have you ever signed up for a program and didn't finish it? Have you ever signed up for a program and didn't start it? Oh my goodness. They say that somewhere between 50 and 70% of people who sign up for a course either never finish it, and then a good number of those people never even start it. So we don't want that to be our thing. We don't want to just take people's money and run. When someone makes a commitment to do business with us, we want to make sure that they're getting exactly what it is that they intended to get, what we promised them. And part of that responsibility is on us. It's not just wholly on them. Well, okay, they paid. That's on them if they don't want to show up and no. Part of it is, hey, John, I see that you haven't started your first module yet. See that you haven't sent back your three goals. What can I do to assist you? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So milestone markers for quarter 1, product ecosystem completion. By the end of month 1, you want to have clear customer pathway established across all products and services. Lead generation system launched by week 6, and so that you'll have consistent inbound lead capture system functioning across channels. Milestone 3, customer experience upgrade by the end of month 3. You will have streamlined the onboarding process and the communication process, automating as much as you can, thereby reducing friction and increasing engagement. By quarter 2, we want to scale authority and revenue. Scale, authority, and revenue expansion are our themes. Now that the foundation exists, in quarter 2, we're focusing on expansion, strategic partnerships, recurring revenue, and market positioning. How? Well, revenue expansion through increasing average customer value and recurring revenue. And again, don't have time to go through all of this, but this is great stuff. And it just puts in words the things that I already know to do, but here we go, gives you a great map. And again, this is the point that I was making earlier about having an idea and not having a roadmap. Because while there are some things that you just know, at the same time, if you don't detail it in a roadmap to say, here's how we're going to do it, right? Then it just goes in one ear and out the other, as we say proverbially. All right, key initiatives. Introduce subscription or membership model. Launch bundled product packages. Create continuity offers, ongoing, residual offers. The monthly membership at $27, $47, $97 a month. All right, that's continuity. It continues on and on and on. Continuous offers. Add premium implementation services. Whereas now it's not done with you, but I actually do this for you. I actually create a personal website for you, for your job campaign. All right. Premium, meaning now you're going to pay a little extra for it, but man, you're going to be really happy when it's in place. Growth initiatives, monthly masterclass series, VIP coaching or community tier, strategic upsell pathways, referral incentive program. Hey, you bring somebody else over, guess what? I'll be happy to send you a referral bonus for doing that. Right? Um, our targets here: membership beta by month 4, referral program by month 5, and the premium tier launch by month 6. The expected outcomes: increased monthly recurring revenue. For some of you, when we're talking about doing something to generate income while you're looking for a job, here's your roadmap. Here's your game plan. You're welcome. Higher customer lifetime value, stronger client loyalty. And then we got priority 5, strategic brand authority, position Mary or you as a recognized authority in the market. That's what we've been working on the entire time we've been together. Podcast guest appearances. I gave you guys a link to a podcast that I was a guest on recently. And there are others in my LinkedIn profile where I was a guest. And again, what does that do for my credibility? Well, this guy must know a little bit about what he's talking about. Radio stations have reached out to him. Other subject matter experts have reached out to him. All righty. Conference speaking applications. Last year, I spoke at the Maryland, what was it? The Maryland Workforce Professionals Conference. Partnership collaborations, case study publishing, customer testimonial campaigns. And thank you for all of you who have given me a recommendation on my LinkedIn profile. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. I truly appreciate it. And what it does is it doesn't feed my ego. That's not the purpose at all. It's for when people come to my website, or not my website, my LinkedIn profile, and they say, I don't know this guy. Who is this guy? That, you know, and there are a lot of people who can say a lot of things about what they can do. But when they go and they see those recommendations and they see how I've helped other people, it helps them, here we go, feel more comfortable about saying, well, let me check this guy out. Maybe he might be able to help me. All right. So thank you for that. I really, really, really appreciate your testimonials. We call them referrals on LinkedIn. All right. Authority growth targets. Got to get out of here. 3 podcast appearances, 2 webinar collaborations, 1 downloadable industry report, and 5 video testimonials. And a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, my goodness. Look, the expected outcome: increased visibility, stronger trust signals, expanded referral network, and higher conversion rates. All of this is doable. Operational scalability now. Now we're preparing systems for long-term growth without operational burnout. Because just look, going through this list can make you tired. But trust me, again, this can be done through the use of AI. I'm going to put up a post. I really want to know why are people bad mouthing AI so much recently, when if you just learn how to use it strategically, it can be a great help to you. So anyway, I got off subject here, but it's something that's on my heart. All right. Key initiatives: automate repetitive tasks, build SOP libraries. I've done about 3 SOPs lately for different groups and organizations. Implement CRM optimization. That's customer relationship management. Um, Introduce KPI dashboard tracking, delegate low value activities, and then KPI tracking areas. Lead conversion rate, customer acquisition cost. What does it cost you in time or resources to acquire a customer? Retention rate. And they come in, are they staying? For how long? Revenue per customer, content engagement. Are they engaging with your content? And then referral percentage. Are they telling other people about you? SOP library by month 5, KPI dashboard by month 5, and then automation workflows by month 6. And the expected outcome from those: reduced operational strain, improved scalability, better decision making visibility, and faster team execution. Now, if you came in the middle of this, you need to go back and rewind, watch the video from the very beginning so you have a clear understanding of what we're talking about, because I don't want this to be over your head. This is a very simple concept and a very easy prompt to use. All you've got to do is have an idea, and you can plug in your idea with this prompt, and it'll just go to town for you, just like you see here. So for Q2, milestone 4, recurring revenue launch. Again, membership subscription offer, membership or subscription offer generating predictable monthly income, authority positioning expansion. Outcome: brand visibility increases through partnerships, speaking, strategic collaborations. More people find out about you. More people start talking about you. You get that positive buzz going on. Hey, have you heard about that guy, William Craig? He's doing a lot to help people to use AI in their job searches. Yeah, you need to check him out. He goes live every day, 12 noon, Monday through Friday. And he's got a great YouTube channel. It's called Get Up and Get a Job. How clever is that? All right. Scalable operations framework. Here's the outcome: business infrastructure capable of supporting larger customer volume efficiently. With my Francis List prayer list app. All right. One of the things that I did a few weeks back was, hey, I'm expecting increased volume. I need you to check to make sure that you can handle the surge of additional people that may be coming in to the app. And the platform did a check. I didn't have to go through and do that check. I just needed one prompt. I did a security scan. Hey, I need to do a security scan to ensure that we're still able to ward off all manner of threat from any parts of the internet. Just one prompt. It went through, did the security scan, gave us the okay. And I get a text message every morning around 4 a.m. to tell me to report on the health of my system. Cool beans. All right. So over 6 months, we're going to track revenue metrics. We're going to track marketing metrics. We're going to track customer experience metrics, operational metrics. And our final strategic insight is that most businesses try to scale by adding more products, more marketing, more activity. But sustainable growth actually comes from alignment, being in alignment with the needs, wants, desires of your customers. And that is spelled out this way: the customer journey, the offer structure, the operational systems, the brand message, and the customer experience overall. That's what turns random momentum into predictable growth. Anybody can launch something, but building a roadmap, that's how you build something that lasts. That's how you get executives to say yes when you go in and say, hey, I've got an idea for this. I think we should offer that. At the end of the day, you need to be able to spell out what doing this or doing that looks like in a way that they can understand. All right. Companies that win long term are rarely the loudest. They are the ones with a plan. All right. Wow. Got to a half hour today. Look, I, you know, I try not to go too long with you guys, but gosh, this was good stuff. In fact, this is because it has put this in plain English for me. There's some things I'm working on that I'm just going to copy this and use it for my own self. And then I'll share it with you guys once it's done. But wow, this is really cool. All right, put that in the comment section. But because it cannot be seen everywhere, because these platforms don't like talking to each other and playing nice on the playground in the sand, we gotta do other things. So I will post it in LinkedIn and I will post it on YouTube. All right, so I am going to get us out of here. I want to thank you all again for sharing your time with me. I want you guys to know that, gosh, I so appreciate you. I really do. You're spending your time, some of you each and every day, you're here. And some of you, each and every day, if you're not here, you're watching the replays. And again, I appreciate it. And once again, for those of you all who have given me recommendations on my LinkedIn profile, thank you. I appreciate it. And I believe, again, it helps those who are standing at a crossroads to say, let me move my job search, my job campaign forward because I see what he's done for somebody else. All right, got a couple of things popping up here. Dawn Lewis says, this was great in my best Tony the Tiger impersonation. And then John Werner says, thank you for today's session. It was an excellent reminder that it's really about how you show up. Showing up strategically matters just as much as what you know. Yes, John, yes. I think video can be powerful when it answers a question. What value is it adding to the viewer? Thank you for that. Video can be powerful when it answers a question. What value is it adding to the viewer? So thank you for that, because again, in my mind, I'm struggling with it, trying to figure out how much video do I really do for folks, or, you know, doing the lives. I love doing the lives. I love being in person. That's what I really like. But, you know, in any event, even with doing the lives, sometimes it's taxing because everybody can't be there. And so then we end up recording it and allowing people to see it. So you say, well, why not just record and then give it to people? So thank you for that, John. I'm going to consider where I go from here. All right, where I'm going right now is this. Between now and tomorrow, 12 noon. Is it going to be Friday already? Oh my goodness. Inspirational Friday. Looking forward to seeing you, 12 noon Eastern time. But please stay safe. If as you go about your day, your night, you come upon something that doesn't seem right, you hear something, see something that seems out of place, let somebody know. Be the difference maker in someone else's life and maybe even your own. All righty. And again, just remember 3 things, because you can always watch the replay for this stuff. God loves you. I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody.
Wow, that was fantastic. I haven't been this excited to learn about something since I left basketball. Anyway, Mr. Craig did another great job of sharing an AI prompt that anyone can use in their job search. Be sure to join him every day, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern, on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job. You can watch the replays there as well. And while you're at it, share this information with someone you know who wants or needs a new job. I've got to run. My team needs me. But keep up the great work, Mr. Craig. You're providing a great service for the community. I'm going to tell all of my players about daily AI prompts for job seekers with William Craig III.